Hello and welcome to the School After Dark show. It's the only late night show about school. Actually, it's the only daily show period about school, I'm pretty sure. There's nobody doing it like us. Nah, we're the only ones doing it like this. Ain't that right?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Today is Tuesday. Today was school news. Did we? I don't think we guessed.
No, we didn't.
Oh, no. We blew it.
I know. So I think what we should do is we should just not show it. We'll pretend like it didn't happen.
Well, to be fair, I've not actually watched it. So I don't know what they were drinking. So I could still guess. Yeah.
I have the memory of a goldfish about what they were drinking because they announced some craziness.
Should we talk about it now or should we just wait till our school recap show?
Let's wait until school recap show.
Okay.
I think that sounds good.
Yeah. But I didn't watch it, but I heard the murmurs around town that there were some pretty big announcements.
There were some murmurs. The people were murmuring.
Yeah,
They had some murmur. Can you tell I've had
All right.
caffeine?
I mean, whatever helps, you know. Well, this is the School After Dark show. We talk about school. And if you want to chat with us, all you got to do is go to the What is School post. And it's the pinned one. So it's going to be really easy to find. And I will throw your comment up like this. Here's James. Haha. Yesterday, my wife is like, what are you listening to? I agreed. What are you listening to? I don't even know what this is.
We don't know what we're saying, so...
You should tell her that it's your fault though. That we're all
Yes.
we're doing this because of you.
Exactly. You're the reason why we come do this every day.
I show up every day for James.
Just for James.
Yeah.
This is actually the Blackburn show.
I would listen to that. I really would.
Yeah.
All right. Also, if you want to help support the School After Dark show, it's absolutely free. All you got to do is like this live stream. Please, for the love of God, like it. And you could be lucky number 313.
313.
That's a great number.
313.
313. You could be lucky number 313. And also, share it with your favorite schooler. Or maybe share it with a schooler that laughs like a horse.
Yes. And don't tell them which one.
Yeah, don't tell them which one. Let's share it, though.
Okay. Yes, exactly. And you'll be 313 on our 232 video. So that's
pretty
cool.
good. That is pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. If you
I like
like
it.
numbers, be one of our numbers.
Just be any number.
that's
any
so
number
funny.
will do. Do we have a school shout out?
We have the show is a school shout out. What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
That's what I'm talking about. We do have a school shout out today. The whole episode's going to be a school shout out, like you said. I just repeated what you said.
Noise. So we recently had the opportunity to talk to the amazing Garrett.
Yes.
Garrett F. for
Nobody
fantastic.
knows. We don't know what his last name is. Nobody actually knows.
Well, we're just gonna claim it means fantastic. Garrett the Fantastic. He's basically
Fantastic.
one of the Fantastic Fours, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Got the stretchy arms and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. But hey, before
So,
we get into it, though, I want to bring up all these comments. Can you take our faces off? Because it's just, I'm tired looking at them.
Oh my goodness! Hold on.
And
one
for
second,
some
'cause
reason
I was
I-
about to show this.
Okay,
If
go
you
ahead.
want to go back and watch our old video, this is it. So on
Yes.
June 10th.
Yep.
So
I can't
now
take our
I
faces
will
off.
remove that.
I can't remove our faces.
Okay, I will remove our faces. Oh my gosh! Hold on. There we go. Bye
Sorry.
faces.
Sorry. But yes. Ah.
What is happening?
I don't know. I'm going to bring up these comments. We got James. Drinks were clearly visible today. The one day
They
I didn't
were.
watch. The one day that I didn't actually watch, they shared them. Okay, well, I'm not going to watch it yet because I'm going to guess. Jessica says, hey. James says, welcome. Maybe it can be your fault today.
Jessica, would you like this show to be dedicated to being your fault?
Uh-huh.
That's not a bad
Yeah.
thing. Ask James. James
Yeah.
knows all about it being his fault.
Jessica says, feeling like a stalker now, secretly watching with no interaction. How do we chat with you guys? Like this. You're doing it now. Wow.
Yes. We need to here. You know what? We will give you
Nice work.
an applause.
A stalker. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, today we're talking about Skoot. Like you said,
Skoot.
or just a few minutes earlier before I started rudely interrupting you, we did interview Garrett F. a while
Yes.
back, last week.
We did, and there's a reason why we're bringing this up again, is because we had already kind of like gotten into and known a little bit about Skoot and talked to Garrett some prior to having him on. But you want to explain like how you've gotten like super into what they're doing, Eric? Like you did a deeper dive.
Yeah, so I'm helping out a little bit with Garrett, and I'm helping do some video stuff, and coming up with some like different social media stuff. And so like I'm coming up with hooks for them and editing all kinds of stuff for them. Anyways, it's a whole thing. I'm not going to go into it, but I did have to like learn everything there is to know about it, and so I know a lot about it now. And for those who don't know what Skoot is, it is a CRM. It's basically a way to keep track of all of your school community members, but it does a lot more than that. It does all kinds of stuff, and we're going to talk about it here in a second. But
Yeah, I think it was worth talking about again because of how important it is to really make sure that you're doing your best job for your members, even if you're doing it all by yourself, right? So, because like we talk about getting help or getting somebody to help you with your community, with management, engagement, all these different things. But sometimes it's like you really need somebody or something that's going to be kind of like watching your back and making sure that
Yes.
you are doing everything you are supposed to be doing as an owner, right?
Yep, that's right. And it does a lot, like a lot of stuff that I would absolutely forget to do, like following up with my members or actually even DMing them at all.
Onboarding.
If you're watching this and you have a school community, do you actually message your members when they join, or do you just hope that they make a post and you just assume that they will, or do you actually DM them? Because I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, some people just rely on that one auto DM that really looks like an auto DM. And something, hold on one second.
And let me pull up some of the stuff they can do while.
Yeah.
Oh.
So today I went and learned a good bit about Skoot with Garrett. And then Garrett's, are we going to call him his right hand man, Arden?
Right hand man, Arden. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you learn?
Absolute Arden. So they have their welcome DM that you can already fully automate to send separate like messages. So it looks like it's in real life time. So you know how an auto DM, like when you get one, you can kind of maybe ignore it because you know it's the auto DM.
Yeah.
Other people are going to start to realize it's the auto DM. But it's kind of like almost, you know how mini chat can be set up to send you like multiple things?
Yes. Yes.
And so it feels like they're actually interacting with you. And so the same thing with this is like he even was showing how when you are doing a new member DM, it can send you multiple messages like back to back.
You know what else it can do? You know what else it can do?
What else can it do, Eric?
It can send you a custom message based on how you answer the membership questions. So you know when you like have your
Yeah.
community and you have like the 3 membership questions, depending on how your members answer that, you can send them a specific message for each thing.
Bro.
Is that not bonkers?
That is really cool, especially now that like I'm thinking through that. You also would know immediately how to follow up with that person with a personalized lead magnet for them if you're in tier 2, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's something in tier 2 is
Dude.
they can make a personalized lead magnet, which is also really cool.
So it's like, hey, welcome. By the way, we know all of this about you already.
And here's a nice little gift with a bow,
Yeah.
which is
So,
really cool.
because they were talking about some stuff in school news today about how it's going to be important to do the packaging and to do all this. But it's really important to make sure that your members are going to stay, right?
Yeah, it's pretty important. Otherwise, you're going to have a whole bunch of churn, and that's too much butter for me.
Butter's funny. Churn is funny. Yeah. So I was gonna say one of the things that I learned also is going through this is that you don't. There's some things that you don't get notified of, right?
Yes.
So you don't get notified when if somebody's coming in and they are a member that is joined premium or joined your VIP tier. That's kind of important because, like, what if you sent the same welcome message to somebody that was like just joined your standard or your freemium or whatever, but you also have somebody that joined your VIP? Like, do you want the same auto DM going to them, or do you want to be like, "Hey, thanks for joining like VIP,"
Yeah.
like
That would
giving
be
them
handy.
that specialness,
That would be helpful. So do you get a message when someone signs up for VIP? I don't even
Not
know.
with Skool. But with Skoot, you can set up like the special DMs based off
There's
of that.
there's all kinds of alerts that I found when going through this. Like there's churn alerts. So if somebody's like quitting, it'll send you a notification. So that way you can like reach out and be like, "Hey, don't leave. I will send you brownies if you stay, please."
Right. Or like because they're recommending those 7-day free trials, right? How many times has somebody had a 7-day free trial on and you hear about them inside schoolers saying, yeah, but we have so many cards declining. Well,
Yeah. That's another big one.
wazow. Like, I think
Yeah.
that was what Matt Ryder, the one that won
Mhm.
number one in school games for money, he was saying his failed payment DM.
His
Yeah,
alert,
see,
yeah.
like right here, even on his about page, he said the failed payment DM automation was essential to my number one games school finish or school
Yeah.
games finish because he needed to make sure that people knew, like, hey, your payment failed. You need to fix that.
I didn't realize that was that big of a problem, but I actually saw another pretty big schooler talking about that, how they have a free trial and the amount of failed payments they get was really high.
Yeah, and that has to do with the fact that it's a free trial, right? And so more people are going to do that, and they it's an easier yes, right? But if it's the easier yes, you also need to make sure that they're going to want to stick and stay, which is like the onboarding, the new member DMs, tagging those people, right? Like it would be good to tag them as a trial member,
Yeah.
and
Hold on,
you
let me
also need
let
to
me
be able to
explain
reach
that real
out to them.
quickly. Let me
Okay.
explain what the tagging is because it's really, really cool. So, like with Skoot, you can basically like segment every different type of thing you can imagine for your members, and it'll put like a cute little emoji next to their names when you're looking at them, and like you have like a little dashboard where you can like see everything where the different people. So like, and you can tag them for all kinds of stuff. Like, so if it's a new member, you'll be able to see with the little emojis like, okay, this is a new member. I might want to treat them a little bit differently than someone else that's been around for a while. That you can even tag them based on how they answer their questions. So like if they say some, like if, for example, if one of your membership questions is, how much money have you made doing food trucks, because you have a food truck community, and the person answers, I've made over $1 million. Well, you can tag a little section of people who have made over $1 million with food trucks, and then you can tag people who've made $10,000 with food trucks, and you have the newbies with food trucks, and you have like all these different segments of members, and you can treat them differently, send them different messages. I mean, different sales funnels. So if you want to like maybe send something special to one certain group to try to upsell them or so, I mean, there's like unlimited use cases, but that's like a huge part of Skoot.
And it's
the
not to
tagging.
like treat them differently in a way where it's like, oh, it's community. We should all feel like we're community members. But there's things that people need at different stages, right?
Oh.
So there's somebody that's just starting out, never made a dollar with like a food truck, right? They're going to need more info and be helped in a certain way versus the one that made $1 million. Like, could you
Yeah.
imagine going to the one
Yeah.
that made $1 million and being like, hey, so first you have to come up with a name, right?
It's like, bro.
And it's like, this isn't for me. And so they bounce, but that was like a really good member, and you should have been treating them at a different level, you know?
Yep. Especially if you have like just a big community where everybody's kind of melding together. Like if you have a freemium type situation, it'd probably be really
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah, and I think especially if you want to be on like on the trending page, you have to be ready to and prepared to deal with all this stuff. Most people, right? Like if you're actually wanting to take growth boost seriously, I don't think most people are ready for that type of traffic.
Yeah.
In fact, I said that I think on Skool News is like they're still turning the volume up, but they're doing it in a way that's going to be like healthy and not bad for the platform, because some people need to learn what it's like to actually have like a fresh member and help them, right?
I accidentally muted myself. I was thinking about that today, actually. Like, what would I do if all of a sudden they just turned the floodgates on and I had like 500 brand new people join my community over like a weekend? I don't know what I would do. There's no way I could onboard all those people into like
No.
without pissing somebody off, because I'm only one person. It'd be
Right, and that's
difficult.
why, and like then to try to hire somebody to help you because you do have all that coming in, that would be insane because you really technically need help when you have that many people coming in, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Yeah.
there was one thing that like Kirby explained inside Synthesizer, that because of one day of growth boost, they had 100 plus signups in one day.
Oh
Like
my
that's a
gosh.
lot of people to talk to and like work with. And what's actually happening for them is they do use Skoot. Like Kirby and Aiden, they use
Mhm.
Skoot to make sure that it's helping them with all of the stuff that they need to
Yeah.
do.
I mean, you would have to once you get to that size, and I think that's kind of what Scoot's going for. It's more for these bigger communities. I mean, there definitely are use cases for smaller ones, but I think most
I
of the
think
people
it,
that has done well have been pretty big, hadn't they?
well, no, I think it's a mixture. I think that if you are wanting to take your business seriously, right?
Mm-hmm.
Growth boost is one of those things, and I've been trying to explain this to people, like people that had a school prior to growth boost that ran ads had an advantage over the people that didn't run ads, because they were able to test their offer, they were able to test their packaging and their messaging and create something that was really good. Now growth boost is running the ads for you, so it is going to in real time tell you whether or not your community is good.
Yeah,
Like,
it's kind of scary in a way, actually.
yeah. So, I mean, like, you are going to have to adjust. You cannot just be like, oh, I'm going to test it out and do nothing. You're going to need to, like, actually be paying attention. If you're not getting any traffic at all, then you need to work on your cover photo. Because ultimately, what that means is you're not clickable.
Yep.
Like, if you're not getting traffic from Growth Boost, your cover photo and your group description need some work because you're not clickable. And then I had somebody arguing with me the other day, and it's not arguing, it's like trying to explain because they just don't understand. But they're like, well, I was running ads, and I'm like, okay, but were you using only your cover photo? And they're like, well, this is the photo that I ran, and it was like similar to their cover photo. But I'm like, was it only the cover photo? Because you're not getting copy
Mm-hmm.
when you're
That's all.
doing Growth Boost,
That's all you're
right?
seeing. Yeah.
So it's one of those things. And so with that feedback, now that people are going to have that feedback, they're going to need to be able to adjust and look at their metrics. That's where I think tier 2 is really going to help, because you could have your MCP
Yes.
really help you understand what the hell is going on with your community
Okay.
during Growth Boost.
Another thing we can explain here. If you don't know what an MCP is, it's basically just a connector that allows different AIs, so like Claude, Codex, which is ChatGPT, and there's a couple others, to be able to talk to other softwares. So like I use the vidIQ MCP. It allows Claude to hook up to my YouTube channel, so I can like ask it questions that now Claude can see all the data. So just like with that, there's a Skoot MCP. So what it does is it's a connector for Claude or a different AI to Skool. So now all of your Skool's data is you can ask Claude questions about it, and so there's like so many different things that you can see. I think we actually got a couple of examples if we want to bring them up. I don't know which is which.
Bring them up.
Here's a one real quick. Talking about how with Avatar Dan got a higher closing percentage rate within hours. Probably.
And
I
that's
don't
a
know.
big deal.
Yeah, and actually
Do you know who Avatar Dan is?
I don't. Who's that?
Okay, so Avatar Dan is the one that, like, really pushed hardcore during Season of Madness for Max Perzon.
Okay.
And he
Yep.
was the
I
one that
recognize
like
it now.
he cried during the thing because he was working so hard. So this is like a professional closer saying that he's getting a higher closing percentage with less hours.
Well, I mean, if you can get Claude to read like what your DMs are like, and you can kind of get an idea of like, okay, you can ask it. Well, where are people getting stuck? Where are people seeing where do people start saying no to? When are people saying yes? And you just have all that data. It's pretty cool. Like I really like this
And
one.
hold on, go back to the other one.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
other
yeah,
thing I
yeah,
need
yeah.
to say,
Say it.
he used to work with Max Perzon, but now he works with Synthesizer. And so
Ah,
Synthesizer scaling. So when I'm talking like Andrew Kirby, Aiden, Avatar Dan is getting a higher closing percentage with less hours working alongside these people. So, I mean, it's the proof is there. Like, if you had been wanting to, and this is just my take, right? Like, there's some people that wanted to get into synthesizer scaling, but it's just too much for them right now. And they are also doing it based off of like they're going to talk to you and see if you're going to be a good fit. Go ahead and follow some of the things that, like, if you don't think you're a good fit or you don't think you can afford it right now, do the things, do the actions that they would already tell you to do. Because you can already see what that would be, right? And part of that might be like, hey, you need to make sure that you have your follow up, get everything like locked down so that you can be ready for something like doing a 100 or whatever.
the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, boy. All right, sheer
Yes.
the other cool one.
So this is she's kind of talking about some of the things that she's able to talk to Claude to with the MCP. So you can see like your DMs, your leads. You can see like your follow up data. Like I mean, LTV to CAC ratios and like all the stuff that you can see in the back end. You can ask Claude, and Claude's a little bit smarter than me, and it can see patterns better than I can.
Well, it could track more than you could ever be able to track. Like,
Yeah.
could you imagine if you had to track every single thing every single day just so that you could see the patterns that AI was going to do for you, anyways?
Yeah.
That shit gets exhausting.
And I was not the biggest AI person, just to be totally honest. I've kind of gotten on that train a little bit here lately, only when I started using Claude.
Yep.
That's just how
I
you
think
think.
that for most things, I was like, ugh, AI, ugh. But then when I started seeing, like, when I was thinking AI, I was thinking not being your assistant, right?
Yeah.
People trying to use it as if it's their brain, or if it's as if it's like it's the community versus like you and the people being the community.
Yeah.
And this is actually the prime example of what I mean when I'm saying use it as your assistant and make sure
It's a tool.
that you are maximizing your efforts. Like, it's some people like say, well, I want to become the best version of yourself, right? Like, I want to become the best version of myself in business. This thing helps you get there way faster without you having to hire and also manage a team. Do you know? Like, I'm all for hiring people and getting people to help you, clearly. But I also think that sometimes you have to have the time, you have to have the money for that. And sometimes a tool can help you get ready for that phase.
And there's actually a whole section in not the version 2 of Skoot, but in tier 1 of Skoot that is just for teams that you can kind of all work together. And there's actually there's something in there that you might like. It's called focus mode. And
Yes. Now, I think that there is a special thing for teams, though. That's what I was looking into. Is like it's a special offer, I think. So I would make sure to like figure that out first, because I think that it was like teams were if you went annual or something like that. So
I don't know. It's under the Skoot 101, so I'm not sure.
yeah, it is a possibility to have your teams, but I do like that focus mode.
Yes. Because
And
it can be I can doom scroll on Skool sometimes.
oh yeah, most people can, and they get distracted by the there's some people that don't have a healthy relationship with notifications. They're like, when there's a notification, they need to reply instantly or they need to check it off. And I get that. There's lots of people like that in real life too. But you're not on call 24/7. And even people that are on call, like if you think about a doctor that's on call, there's still a little bit of leeway, right? Like they might be eating food, they might be doing this. So even if they're on call, they're still human. But you are not being paid to be on call like that.
Yeah.
And that's not realistic. So
It's not really healthy either.
yeah.
Not really healthy either. Yep.
But yeah, I like what she's saying. Is like being able to research my own schools, leads, DMs, pull data. She sent around 50 follow-up DMs unique to each person. Like it read the DM thread for context. Could you like I have a hard time getting through my DMs, and so and that's just because I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to remember what the fuck we were talking about earlier, you know?
I just asked Claude, which one of these DMs is the most important right now?
Yeah, I could do that. And then I could also be like, hey, help me, like, give me a recap. Like, what would you say? And then that can help me learn what I'm actually going to say. Because I would not, personally, I'm not going to send a DM that's AI. But if I ask it, then it's going to help me, like, click, oh, yeah, this is what we were talking about, right?
Imagine you connect the Skoot MCP to Claude, and also you do the vidIQ MCP to connect to your YouTube channel. So now it can read your YouTube data and your school data, and it helps you come up with content.
Oh, it sounds like you're supposed to release your paid community already, Eric. If it's not out by next week, I'm going to freak the hell out because you're telling people to do something that you're supposed to be doing. Oh my God. Okay.
All right. Moving on to the next thing. Dan. We know Dan. Cool. AI sales agent. So this is in tier 2, I think. I believe.
Yeah. If you don't know Dan, he is the taco man. And I only say that because like every time I see him, I remember like how he had, wasn't his things like he's a girl dad and he loves tacos.
I mean, me too.
Pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, lover of tacos is his. If you go on his bio, it says lover of tacos, girl dad, former CFP, 7-figure coach, student of a course in miracles. Yeah.
So the AI sales agent that is in tier 2, it basically does sales for you, and most people I know hate sales. And so it messages for you. I think it even messages for you. I think if you want it to.
Yeah. In fact, he's saying like, cause he's done a lot. I think he's done 2 million in sales. Let me double check. So I'm not like saying this incorrectly.
1 billion.
Who's already done over 2 million in sales through chat is still using this AI sales rep because it replies instantly and helps scale conversions. So like if Dan's already good at this selling via chat, like why would he need an AI sales rep? Well, because it's instant and it's faster. Yeah. And he said, and this last week, me and the AI sales agent closed our first 2 deals by chat for $1,000 a month each. That's $2,000 MMR.
That's crazy.
Insane.
Well, you can also like fill it with your own stuff, like your own knowledge. So you can just tell it everything it needs to know, and then it responds based on how you would already. So it's pretty cool.
Let's just a fun like thought experiment, right? If you had it working for you, right? It doesn't have to take a vacation, so it can work 52 weeks. All right, full nice. 52 weeks, and you have it working for you, and you're just chilling, you're doing your thing. That is $104,000 a year if you just have it doing just 2 deals by chat each week.
That's bonkers.
Now, not saying that that's what's going to happen, but and it could even be more, right? Mm-hmm. Especially as it scales. In fact, one thing that you'll notice is, and this is one thing that I really wanted to point out, is like if somebody's like trying to make sure that Growth Boost is going good for them, Dan has gotten to the first page of trending. Like he is, I think, the 4th row down on first page trending on Discovery. So if he's here, this is like he needs to make sure that he is closing people. And he has a one-time payment in this community, like at the time that we took this picture, but he's still using chat, and he's like, he brings them in for one thing, but he can still upsell them, right?
Yeah, I think he has a couple of communities actually.
Yeah, he does. And so if this is happening for him, he knew he needed something that was going to have his back, like while he's getting all this extra. In fact, what was it yesterday? It was like 800 something, and now he's at 905.
That's pretty
So
cool.
that's pretty awesome.
He's pretty good at YouTube too, I have to say. I like his YouTube videos.
So yeah, he's like, if he's still good in this area, and I'm not gonna say everybody's good at it, but if he would still turn it on, then what would it be for the people that didn't normally turn it on, like didn't normally be good at sales?
Like
It's
me.
gonna help you.
No,
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm
you have
actually
to
very
have-
good at sales. I'm so good at it.
I was like, I think that you're pretty good at it. It's just
I use
a
reverse
new thing.
psychology. I make you want it so bad, but I just like keep it just out of reach.
It's not the first time I've heard that. What about Corey's thing? Do we want to share Corey's thing?
Yeah, Corey is pretty famous.
Corey, the famous man.
Yeah, he uses Claude, so it's the MCP again, to build a LTGB to CAC calculator. He used how do I use
boy.
Claude to calculate accurate CAC to LTGP using Alex Hormozi's formula. He like gave it all kinds of data and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Now, one thing I wanted to mention, I know that we're like just praising Skoot at this point. You know, yes, I think that it's something worth investing in, but also, again, just like I said with the whole synthesizer scaling thing, there's people that are like, I don't know if I can afford it, or I'm not a right fit for it. If you can't afford it yet, this, just so you know, this is what you need to be looking at as far as like, do I have the time to put the hours in to do what Skoot is doing, or what Skoot would do for me? Because just because Skoot is there and available doesn't mean that you have to do it. You can do it all manually, but you're gonna take a lot of time up doing it all manually. And so that's why it's nice to have the option of having Skoot do it for you, and so you don't forget, because there might be a night where you're like, bruh, I'm so tired. I don't want to send this follow-up, but you like speed to lead, you guys. Speed to lead.
Yeah, exactly right. So maybe you're getting to the point where it's like, do I need to hire somebody, or maybe you should just do this? I don't know.
Yep.
It's not up to me. You're your own boss. That's why we do this.
And the other thing that I think we wanted to share too was because so there's been times where there's communities on Skool where I'm like so lucky that I locked it in. Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to tell you a little story, which some people are going to be like, oh my gosh. But it won't be as oh my gosh for some, because she now has a $7 thing. But you know Grow with Evelyn?
Yes. Everybody knows Evelyn.
Back in 2024, when Grow with Evelyn first started, I was able to lock in at a low monthly rate. And then when Annual was released, because this was before Annual was even released, right? She released an annual for that amount, and I was able to go to that annual.
Oh my goodness.
And so I'm on her VIP level for this annual amount of 64 a year.
That's crazy.
Okay. So there was times where it's like people are testing things out, people are getting people in, and then now I'm like, I'm a member for life. I'm never going to quit for 64 a year, right? But I wish I would have told people, or been able to tell people back then, like, go ahead and join. Like, I know it seems like I'm not sure I'm going to use it. Join, because it's going to change. Because after that, it changed to like, it was $99, and now there's $33. There's like a lot of different things that she's doing in testing. But I know that like I'm locked in at that high rate with my yearly amount.
Yeah.
And so I get invited to like these different, I think she does like VIP vault and stuff like that.
I'm a little jealous.
And yeah. So, but I wish I would have been able to go back and say like, hey, Eric, you need to join this and you need to lock it in, like for real. And so, because like, obviously I want you to get a good deal. I have to look at that now because, like, what if, like, I might not be able to say, hey, synthesizer scaling is going to get to 10K a year. So go ahead and lock in the 1,700 a month thing. Like, I might not do that, right?
Yeah.
But there could be times where it may seem like a lot, but you still want to lock it in. And so for me, I feel like that's one of the things that we wanted to talk about with Skoot too, is if you're trying to go for growth boost, if you're not even just for growth boost, just in general about having your own community and being able to like stay on top of everything, then you need to be like fully aware that what they built was worth way more. Okay. It's worth way more than what they're charging now and what they will be charging. Because think about it again, like Dan Harrison made 2K monthly, 2K MMR, and just chats with two people from the AI sales rep. So like the ROI is there, and they know it, and they know what it's worth, and it's worth a lot.
There's also
I don't
48 Skool Games winners using it. So if you plan on being a Skool Games winner one day,
Well, no,
or actually, oh yeah, oh no,
but
no,
but if you plan on taking advantage of whatever they release next, you are going to want something like this on your side. I cannot go into anything. They're not announcing it yet. They're being a little cheeky, as they said on the live, but it'll be so much more valuable. Like, it's gonna be
wish I
cool. I can't
knew.
say shit,
wish I knew.
but to get to being like, if you want to, like, if you thought you needed to be a Skool Games winner and you needed to do the most, then you need to think about it like, what do I need to do the most to do this? So the price increase there, it is increasing by 100 a month this weekend. So
dang.
right now it's $199 a month for the tier 2.
So it's gonna be $299.
Yeah. And here's the other thing, like, maybe you're not ready for tier 2. Maybe you're just needing onboarding and you're just trying to figure out the stuff that is going to be involved with onboarding, churn, etc. Right?
Send voice DMs. It's pretty cool to me.
You like that? I don't. But
Something
and
else. It's scheduling posts. I don't particularly like it, but there are some people that like it.
yeah, I think that if you're still wanting the basic level, it's still going to be at 99. But I need to make sure that people know, because, like, bruh, the MCP is so goated. Like, I don't think people understand. You can have your MCP go look through all of your everything that people are talking about and find out, like, who should you be praising, who should you be helping, like, and at what point. Like, it's basically having the most nerdiest person on your team that knows all the facts, right?
Yeah.
And then upgrading and churn tracking from the classroom, like, you will now know. Like, I think that's what people were wishing they knew, is based on, like, what classrooms would you, like, this person went through this classroom and they completed it and now they're a VIP member. And so at what point, like, because then you can, like, optimize to get them to that point, right?
Yeah. You can see like how far, like, it tracks like their classroom data. So like this person didn't finish, they got like 78% through your course, and then they churned, or they got like 10% into the course and they churned. It's like, okay, so obviously we need to make sure that these people actually finish the course so they're more likely to stay.
Yep, exactly. And so something that I asked Garrett special permission, I told him, hey, we want to talk about your stuff tonight. Is that okay? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, is there anything upcoming that I could share and, like, let people know, like, what's about to be in Skoot? And it's something that he's already announced, like, inside his community. So he did say I could go ahead and share it. And this is a big deal. Okay. Now, not everybody likes these, but some people need them. Again, that's kind of like how it all is. But he is making an AI note taker.
Oh,
meaning, now people that have been still using Zoom, Google Meet, or something else because they couldn't bring their Fathoms into it, Garrett it's not released yet, and there's not like a timeline. Like you'll have to, he does Skoot news right after school news. And so he like gives updates on when things are going to be coming out, but it's going to be where you can now take the note taker with you to your call. And think about this. This is also, I asked him for specifics. I asked which tier is that coming to, and he said it's coming to tier 1. So it's not even just for tier 2. It's for tier 1 people too. So like honestly, that means that you could cancel your Zoom, you could cancel your Fathom, you could cancel etc. But also for tier 2 people, you could tag people better. You could keep track of people based off of like what they said in the calls too.
But you know what I was thinking?
And
You could
what?
freaking take that AI note taker for your school calls, plug that up to your MPC, and then you can like ask it questions based on how that call went.
You mean your MCP?
Yeah, MCP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And you could ask it, what are the things that I should put like in the title of this replay that are going to make people click? You could ask it to then create the post based on knowing like what's the length of post that people are interacting and engaging with. Do I need to make sure that there's a poll and all of that so that you can quickly have your replay posted, right?
That'd be nice. Yeah.
And you could ask it to come up with actionable steps. Be like, also include like actionable steps. Oh, also if you have tier 2, you could be like, create a leak magnet based on this call that we did. Something that's like a checklist or a guide that they can use alongside this call that we did so that people are taking action based off this call. Mm-hmm. Right?
Well,
like,
a lot of the ways
damn.
that you can make content is based on the questions that you get in your calls. And so now you can ask it, name me all the questions that people asked. And well, there's video ideas for the week.
Yeah, and some people are talking about like, they're telling me that what I need to do inside my community is go ahead and put the replays into the classroom so that I can put timestamps that are clickable for them. Well, that involves me figuring out which timestamps I want to go ahead and write in there, right?
Yeah.
Well, if I have this note taker, I can and the MCP, I can go ahead and say, write up based off of like, the format that I already used for my classroom, and go ahead and get me the timestamps from the note taker on when those things are. And then also go ahead and create, it just makes it like so much more usable and more actionable. I'm always about like, if you are going to do a call, give it actionable steps. And so that's kind of like those AI summaries that Fathom gives you. It'll tell you like, hey, don't forget this, don't forget that. Well, now you can have it hooked up, the AI note taker hooked up to your MCP. So when you wake up in the morning, you're like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, getting out of bed, grabbing your coffee, you come over to your MCP and you say, hey, based off of everything that's happened the last few days, what are like the highest priority things that I need to do today in order for today to be successful? And boom, you had an assistant basically tell you what your job is.
Well, I mean, even one step further, you wouldn't have to go over to do anything. You could pull out your phone, voice note to it, and tell it. You could be getting a coffee at Starbucks. Like, hey, will you please do this in my school real quick? I'm drinking coffee. Please do it. It's like having Jarvis.
Be like, so I actually want to go hang out with my kids outside. Can you make sure that this, and this happens? Oh, hell yeah. Sorry. Back to what we kind of went off on a tangent. But yeah, so they're going to have the AI note taker. They have all this. I think that even if you want tier 1, it's totally worth it to just go ahead and like really get your bucket fixed. I call it the leaky bucket because like if you don't have onboarding, if you don't have your 7-day first free win thing, if you don't have things optimized for a 7-day trial, you have a leaky bucket. You have a bucket with holes. A bucket with holes is not ready for the fire hose that growth boost can be.
Because you get all the traffic in the world, but if your churn's too high, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, and you're going to get like your first impression, and people do talk. Like your reputation still does matter. And that shouldn't scare you to the point of like, oh no, I'm not ready to open my school, right? But it should tell you like, hey, either do it manually or do it automatically. Right?
Agreed. I know we listen. I know
boy.
we've gushed over Garrett a lot in this. I'm just excited about it. Okay, that's all. I saw it. I
Yeah.
thought it was cool. I thought it was helpful, and I wanted to share. All right, sue me.
Yeah, it was funny. You were like, hey, so I was making these hooks, and I need to tell you something. I have learned why Skoot is so amazing. And I was like, well, why don't we talk about it? And you're like, yay.
Maybe I'll gush over your community next. If you're listening, you might be next. If I get excited by what you're doing, I will talk about it. I promise.
Exactly. So, is there anything else that we want to wrap this one up with? I know, I think tomorrow we're talking about content creation with Google Flow. Is that right?
Yeah, there's a workflow that can help speed up your content that I wanted to share, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, be there.
Pretty swag.
If it's taking you 6 or 7 hours to make a YouTube video, I'm gonna give you a couple of tips to get it down to like less than that.
Why the fuck are you calling me out like this? Fun fact that high ticket community, take my money pretty please. That one took me so long because I was making all these AI versions of like Alex and Sam, and then making, because like the thing is that you want people to still watch it, right? Mm-hmm. Like you want it to be interesting, and when you're faceless, doing this faceless, like it's, what are you going to show?
I will say,
here is this document.
It's harder for faceless, for sure.
Obviously, always.
Much harder.
No matter what.
Why did I do this to myself?
I just like to make
it's like
things
pain.
harder. Yeah. Like, I can't explain why I do it the harder way. Actually, I can. It's, I think, long game. Because if I can do it, then anybody can do it. If I'm doing it this way, then there's that. I think that's actually. Can I just rant for a minute?
Sure, we got time.
Okay, so one of the reasons why I tend to do it this way, where it's I've done it not faceless. I've done it with plenty of other people. I've done it with my network. I've leveraged things, but I kept coming across people that would give me like excuses on why they couldn't do it, and that's so fucking annoying to me. Because here's the thing, I could say, well, that's just an excuse, but then they can look at my, like, what I'm doing and be like, well, you're doing it this way, this way, this way, this way. How are you able to say that if you've not been in my shoes? And I'm like, okay, well, watch me. I will do it in your shoes. I will do it even harder than what it is in your shoes. And that's essentially what happened on Skool, right? Like, I came here without my network. I decided to do it faceless. All I did was I came with my knowledge, and now I'm working for Skool, and I have this community going on, and I've worked with like all sorts of really cool, interesting things just through this opportunity without using all the other advantages that people used to say I had.
So if she can do it with all those handicaps, so can you.
Yeah, there's no excuse. Anybody can do this.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Come back tomorrow for Wednesday. We'll be back. All right. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.